Heavy is the head that has to manage all of this.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel.
We're now incentivized to buy what we already buy.
Fumbling through college had me building.
I also got some done on the other side.
And that was right around, I would say, May, maybe, right before renewing the lease for this property.
Welcome to the channel, Martha.
Thank you for having me here.
Oh, I was gonna say I am getting up there in age, I'll tell you what.
Bills paid by other people, life was never this good. I had to step back, knowing that it's...
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I've talked about my basement remodel several times, and here's some things that I really want to talk about moving forward. So you guys all saw the video on 676 Wagger Street that I did, looking at the property, reviewing the property. There was an inspection report that came out on that property. But before that, some of the floors were slanting. My real estate agent pointed it out in that video. And I was not a big fan of the slanted floors. That means the house has settled, but it's settled egregiously. And yes, it's common in older homes, but to literally see a slant, like I was going down a ramp in a bedroom, is kind of crazy. Now, obviously, it wasn't that bad. That's a little bit of an exaggeration, but, you know, it was slanting, similar to this. I didn't like this. I need it like this, not like this, okay? So with that being said, we go to the basement. We look at the foundation. You can smell the cat feces, the cat urine, all that throughout the basement. And then on top of that, the foundation, which I had my foundation company come and take a look. It was not okay. The foundation was horrible. All right. They said they would need $8,600 to $8,700 to fix the foundation. That's $9,000 in costs. The roof, although I agree with what the seller was saying, they rather fix a roof instead of replace it. Obviously, that makes sense. Spend $500 instead of $13,000. And that's if they have rotted wood in the roof. And it's possible because they had rodents going through the roof, feces, all manners of things in the attic. To me, that was disgusting. You would need a pest control team to go up there, clean that out. And I've done roof work, not to replace a roof, but I've been in my attic before because I was putting light fixtures in my current home, in this home. And so I know how horrible that is to put and install light fixtures in an attic. I don't want to have to clean poop, rat feces from an attic. That would be horrible. I would dread the moment, and I'm glad that's not my issue right now. And so when I'm estimating costs, I'm looking at the fact that I need a roof replaced, which would be ideal and very beneficial. I need the rat feces cleaned up and taken care of, which they said they would do, but, you know, you never really know these days. And then you need the foundation taken care of, and then the slant is still going to be there once the foundation is taken care of. On top of that, there was plumbing issues in the property, which would cost about $4,000. Now, I was cool with the little $4,000. We could skip the plumbing, but I really wanted the roof and I really wanted that foundation. We know that the foundation will probably be taken care of, but the roof is another matter in itself. Now, the house, for everybody who's still following along, for 676 Wagger Street, the house was listed at $300,000. I estimated the value to be about $277,000. Well, not just me estimating it. My agent showed me some comparables, and it was estimated to be around $277,000. And this will probably be all fixed up, ready to go. So because it required $25,000 in work, I figured, okay, let's offer $250,000. I'm okay with the $250,000. My agent said no, what they would do is they'll probably just drop the price to $275,000 because that's what I would do. And somebody would probably buy it at $275,000. I said, that makes sense. So, you know, obviously I wanted at 250, but instead of them dropping the price to 250, they'll just drop it to 275 and they'll get somebody to bite. And when they see the inspection report, they'll say, "Oh, it's priced to sell." And then maybe somebody's dumb enough to actually believe them and they'll buy it at that price, at that market rate. That's a possibility. And they save themselves $25,000 in expenses, fixing up the property. They didn't have to do any additional work. And guess what they got out of the property? To me, I feel like there's no way that the owner moves back into this type of property. This is a property that, because of all the work that is needed, because of all the things that are happening and being done, if you don't sell this thing soon, if you don't fix these issues soon, the property won't be able to be sold. And there's probably some other underlying issues because this property hasn't been cared for in so long that haven't been addressed. And so we're looking at a property that really may end up condemned if these issues aren't fixed and addressed. And so I'm looking at all this and I'm seeing all this, and I understand that it's winter and it's snowing and that there's going to be a less likelihood of people wanting to even look at the property. And so I think that they're going to hold at 275 for the rest of December. Maybe they drop to 270 or so. But what I really believe is that they may come back around. And the good news is that there's other properties in the area that I can still look at, but then also the interest rate I expect to drop. Whether it drops in December or January is of no consequence to me. I know it's going to drop. And then with this last rate drop, I'll be within just under 6% interest rates, which to me is a success. Now I understand the president, Donald Trump, is looking to drop interest rates even further. So there may not really be an incentive to buy right now. When interest rates drop further, the housing market is going to be even better. Housing prices may shoot up through the roof. And as you know, I just did a basement remodel, and I also did a backyard remodel. And so all that is going to increase property values across. My net worth is going to increase substantially in 2026 just because of interest rates dropping. Now, if you want to take advantage of those things, go for it. Like, get assets, get assets, get assets. You buy a house for $275 right now, it's going to be worth $300,000 in 3 years. 100%. 100%. There's no way you don't make $25,000 in appreciation in a good location. So I say all that to say, tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Understand that assets is the way to go, but also understand what a buyer versus a seller may think when evaluating a property. I think that they need to sell. I absolutely think they need to sell. And I'm okay with waiting because I know that you can't get a renter in the winter in December. If you're finding a renter in the winter in December, then they are probably not the best renter, right? You want your renters in May, June, April, and July. Those are renters that are comfortable. Those are renters that are moving when it's in season. Those are the best times to be looking at stuff like that. So let me know what you guys think. Is anybody in real estate? Are you going through that same journey? Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Peace.